Hello YouTube, it's Demise here, and we're getting ready to play some more Hearthstone. So we are once again playing our Kingsbane Rogue. I have full faith we are going to hit at least Diamond 5 this season. I'd love to go Legend with this deck, and once again, hopefully bringing Kingsbane to its rightful place as the best card in Hearthstone. For those of us that do not know what in the world Kingsbane is, it is a sword whose death rattle effect is it gets shoveled back into your deck and keeps all of its enchantments. We have many cards in effect that actually help enhance our ability to just make this deck awesome. Shadow of Demise, which allows us to make copies of the cards that we need. And we also have Silverleaf Poison, which is going to continuously allow us to draw cards. I just realized my deck tracker is not up, so just give me one moment and I will get that deck tracker up for you. And just like that, through the magic of film editing, we have our deck tracker, as if I did not mess up. So in addition to Silverleaf Poison, we have other fantastic cards, like this beautiful card here that's going to shuffle 10 cards from our opponent's class into our deck that costs 1. This really helps us close out those long games. Of course, I am going to have probably a long fight here with this mage, long in both the physical sense because he's a mage and probably has ice block and all that fun stuff, but also for the fact that he is roping us, which I think is the most toxic thing to do to a fellow Hearthstone player. If you rope people, shame on you, you should feel terrible. You should never rope somebody. It's never that serious. Okay. Good old Shadow of Demise. I think that's up there, honestly, with one of my favorite Hearthstone cards, just because of how much it enables Kingsbane, and I have missed Kingsbane. It's not as glorious as the glory days. Back in the day when you could just keep lifesteal on it, it was amazing. I mean, you still see variants of it in, Imposter Rogue. Unfortunately, that's not Kingsbane. It's the wannabe Kingsbane that has default lifesteal. However, with that one, it doesn't get shuffled into your deck, so you have to constantly be playing copies of cards that do not start in your deck, and that can sometimes be tricky. So with our power of Sir Finley, another enabler to this deck, we get to chunk all of our cards and trade it with the bottom cards of our deck. And there's our glorious Kingsbane, the king of the crop, the magical sword of power. The reason we will hit Legend. We are going to now equip this powerful weapon that will make our opponent tremble in fear. Some people will just surrender in 10 once they see Kingsbane. You'll see. We can bring it back. We're bringing it back. I'm setting at a 67% win rate. However, if you watch All Hell, the Kingsbane Baby, which is an Evil Dead reference for those of us who are not 30 or plus, fantastic horror movie. I love horror movies, by the way, for those that do not know. But the reason our deck rate is actually low is because I made some very foolish plays, and also just the fact that we were going against some really hard decks to go against using Kingsbane, because as glorious and as powerful and as near perfect as Kingsbane is, Frost, Rune, Death Knight will hold us in place forever. Right now they are the only meta deck that you will see a whole lot of that just has freeze after freeze after freeze, and around turn 4 they will just hold you and hug you like an attention-starved mother that will never let you go. So you will never get a chance to use Kingsbane because you will just be permanently frozen. It is so frustrating, especially when you have lifesteal and all this glorious stuff. Now, of course, this guy is going to probably spam good old Wishmasters of Ferris here, the Great, Zephyrs the Great, whatever. I can't say names. You guys know this by now if you subscribe to the channel. But we have so many options to just draw our card back. So here we go, and we're going to have even more draw power, and more draw power. And did I mention draw power? How much draw power can one man possibly need? Another 9 to the face. Oh, what's this? More draw? Yes, please. Because it really doesn't matter, because we're going to be able to have 21 cost cards shoved into our deck. That's like having an extra deck. You can get some really nutty plays. I have done some really nutty things in this game because of that. Wow. Wow, I don't have words. I mean, good job, Quest Mage. Well played. Salute you, good sir. On to the next fight. Alright, so we just dominated that mage, and now we are going to probably get decimated by an even shaman. In my previous video, I was talking a lot of smack about even shaman. I think they were a powerhouse deck this meta. For wild, they are just a monster, and he's not going to be an even shaman. Okay. Well, I've talked a lot about how all I see is even shamans, and I don't think I've even got to fight one yet since I've started recording. So maybe that's the secret. Maybe if you record the video, the even shaman cannot hurt you. Or maybe it's just my RNG is so terrible it just default matches me with all the even shamans. Maybe I attract all the even shamans and protect you guys from encountering them. For those of us that have not had the displeasure of going against an even shaman, it is quite the miserable experience. They will quickly flood their board and overwhelm you with their tokens that they buff to infinity and beyond. It is the most ridiculous thing. We actually have a very strong draw right now, or really strong hand rather. We're getting lots of good plays. I like how this game is going so far. I think this is going to be another pretty easy win. See what we summon. Okay, so he's going to be a big shaman, not a big deal. So I think we should be good. Let's do this. Well, that kind of stinks. Depends on if he buffs him or not. So when this guy attacks, they attack instead, so he'll hit me for 16. Of course, I could chop that down by quite a bit, which I think would be the smart call. Which we have lifesteal ready, so as long as we can survive this. Now, sometimes they get nutty with these kind of things, and we'll end up getting fatal on us. Okay, good. I think what we are going to do is we're going to activate lifesteal. And then we are going to swap our deck out here, and hopefully we're going to get some Doomerangs. A couple Doomerangs will do. There's one Doomerang. Excellent, excellent. Two Doomerang. Okay, cool. So we are going to Doomerang. Bam. Equip. Doomerang. And let's see what I want to do. I could Doomerang again. I think I will. Okay. Showing 9 damage. I truly am starting to hate Nephilim. I love that as a Colossal card. I think he's probably one of the better Colossals we have, but so many people can cheat him out. So many decks rely on cheating him out. He is just super annoying to have to deal with. Okay, so we have 4, so we can actually easily do a wipe here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and attack first. can... Hopefully the same thing that happened last time doesn't occur and we end up drawing our Kingsbane. Like, hopefully we won't end up putting a bunch of cards in our hand. I'm not thinking this kind of deck he has is going to run that. Okay, we are good, and we'll actually be able to draw the rest of our deck next turn, probably. It's going to be pretty dang close. So, boom, equip, juice ourselves up. I'm probably not even going to use that. Just because as soon as I attack... cards already, so we are actually already full. When I wish I had more mana. We are showing 9. Probably end up. I hope we don't lose our last life still. Our last life still would be nice to have. Well, not the most important. Very powerful Ranas. Dang it. R.I.P. Lifesteal. It's okay though, because we are going to... thinking shuffle those, do one of these, That's excellent. Oh, he's just giving up. 32, we are back to the video. I actually had a call earlier and we ended up going against a mage and I wasn't able to record that. It went horribly wrong actually. I was not able to draw Kingsbane because he had a secret, the objection, which I think is the most OP secret there is. Cancelled out my Cavern Shinyfinder. I was not able to draw a card. And he just overwhelmed me. I mean, perfect draws on his end, and that seems to often be how you end up losing, is you just go against decks that just get exactly what they need, just bam, 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 and that sometimes happens. But we've had some good runs. This one's not going to run a lot of secrets, thankfully. I honestly think Secret Mage, to me, and I love, absolutely love Questline Mage, because there's something super satisfying about taking like 14 turns. But I feel like Secret Mage is just way better. It's hard to beat Secret Mage. I mean, it just counters a lot of these big plays, and you can disrupt somebody's win condition, and oftentimes they'll just quit. Because I actually ended up, I think, hitting Diamond 10 using a Quest Mage. No, not Diamond 10. I used Kingsbane and hit Diamond 10. I think I hit Plat 5 using Quest Mage. And then I switched it up a little bit to Secret Mage and had some success there with Secret Mage. Things are going pretty good now. I mean, very seldom do we get in a situation where we're not able to draw into what we need just because we have a lot of draw power, but it does happen. I was only half paying attention to because I was on the phone. So we are focused, we are ready, we are on our way to Diamond 5, hopefully. And then I'll have to get back to my day job, which hopefully I won't have forever. It'd be great if I could just be YouTube famous. I'm on my way. We have over 1,200 views and 8 subs. I'm getting there, guys. All thanks to you. If I can do it, anybody can. pretty sure we have this one, guys. It's looking good. If you have not tried Kingsbane Rogue, I would recommend it. Arcane spells trigger twice. Actually, never been able to use him yet, but I was wanting to use him in my quest. Rogue, regrettably for him, we are just going to blow him away. Boom. So sad. I just was not going to risk having him stick to board for a turn. That sounds dangerous. I'm not sure what kind of arcane spells he's got cooking up there, but there's some pretty good arcane spells. I'm sure he has Ice Block. I really am not aware of a quest mage that doesn't run Ice Block. It could also be Counterspell. Counterspell is still fairly popular even with quest mage. I still think Objection seems to be one people are less prepared for. So that's Counterspell. This will fix that. It is indeed not Counterspell. And I realize that we'll probably never get an Infuse on this, but it's still just a great draw and it targets a spell. So that's kind of where that logic comes from. Okay, and now we can actually swap our deck. Spell, draw 2 more. Very cool. Okay. Hopefully he'll summon something so we can Doomerang into that. And if Sir Finley's alive, we should be able to get Fatal, which I'm sure he'll Ice Block. Then he'll probably Ice Block again. I Ice Block like 7 or so more times. Luckily we have Fatal, so we already have Fatal, so we can hit him at least for that. I'm sure that holds an Ice Block, which is annoying. We have to make sure he doesn't get Quest, which he very well could. So the warrior has a legendary that basically Battlecry casts the last spell your opponent played, even though it's very unlikely we would survive after a Waygate. I think it'd be a lot of fun to pop that card with like Bronzebeard, because it's only a 3 cost to pop Bronzebeard, and just completely annihilate a mage quest with having 2 extra turns yourself. I think that'd be really funny. Okay. At this point, we need to probably start shuffling our cards. Lo and behold, another Ice Block. Hopefully, we won't have any more of those to have to deal with. Could get a few cool ones. Objection. That could be a good play. Spell in our hand by 1. Cool, cool. stop Bronzebeard or the bird that will play a 5-cost spell, so hopefully he won't be able to just loop us. If he is able to get quests, he won't be able to loop us at least. Or by that I mean he won't be able to take multiple turns because we'll be able to object a minion here. I don't think that's Ice Block, but it very well could be. Because I have had 7 Ice Blocks once in one game. It is possible with as many Discover cards. I mean, I was super lucky on my part, but you absolutely can. Not to mention the Magister that's going to also play them. Both Magisters will actually do that. Okay. I doubt this. I figured as much. Produce. That is funny.
I can't target that right now. My time is almost up.
That is super funny. I almost want to last long enough to see that, but I don't imagine we'll have much of a choice. It's either going to be we will get Fatal or he will quest line us to death. What I'm hoping will happen is he'll get quest, but then our objection is going to make it to where he only has that one extra turn, and hopefully he doesn't have a whole bunch of 8/8 drops or something that can actually do damage. Okay, so we are in a solid alibi this. Not terribly concerned with that. Okay, now I'm a little annoyed by it. Maybe the last video for right now. Oh, that's a beautiful block. This will probably be a last video for right now. Or not last video. This will be the last match for right now. So put us at almost Diamond 6. I am unfortunately going to have to get back to work, but I was pretty happy with this video. I'm still loving Kingsbane. I don't know if I'm going to make this its own video or if I'll combine it with another video. Might hold off and get a few rounds that I don't record just so we can hit Diamond 5. I'd like to at least progress a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and probably pause this one here, but we'll play some more Hearthstone today, and then I would like to play some more Rec Room with you guys. I actually have no plans tonight, so I plan on playing quite a bit of Rec Room. So for those of you that haven't checked out my Rec Room series, I have started playing Rec Room quite a bit. Actually, one of the my fellow or my subscribers recommended it. So Eggs had wanted me to play Rec Room, and they were correct. I love Rec Room. I'm having some frustrations right now with doing my own room. So if you haven't played Rec Room, it's a great game. But we'll definitely, if you subscribe to the channel for Hearthstone, we still have several Hearthstone videos we'll be making. I'll probably always play Hearthstone. I've played it pretty much since it came out. I mean, I've been a very avid Hearthstone player. I have over 500 wins with every class except for obviously Death Knight. And I have played Death Knight quite a bit. I think I'm up to like 20 wins now on Death Knight. And then Battlegrounds I played quite a bit as well. Duel I played quite a bit. Probably the two modes I really have not played a lot of. Haven't played a lot of the new solo content, and I haven't played a lot of the mercenary content. I enjoy the mercenary like idea. I don't think it's bad. It kind of makes me feel like I have those roguelike elements, which I love roguelike games, which I'll play any of those you recommend for sure. If you have any games you'd like to see me play, I also do a series on that where I just play games people recommend because I love games. I don't always know what to play. So I appreciate you watching, and I enjoy making content for you guys. So I hope to keep making videos. So enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully we'll hit Diamond 5 soon.